fact that the CCP is opening police stations around the world. Now, they call them police units or citizen help centers, but we know what they do. They are actually undercover spies who are hired and placed in around the world, including in the United States. In the past year, Chinese authorities have opened 100 of what they call police service centers in 30 countries around the world. One of the first ones that they opened is still existing in New York City today. Now, the CCP says that these police service centers are meant to carry out a worldwide anti-corruption campaign that they have termed Operation Fox Hunt. They describe Fox Hunt as an effort to find Chinese citizens who are wanted for crimes committed in China and convince them to return to China for trial. Now, mind you, they've been accused of a crime in China, but a crime in China could very easily just be what she is telling us about disclosing what the Chinese are planning. That is a crime in China. Now, the FBI reports that Fox Hunt was planned by Xi Jinping to target Chinese nationals living outside of China who are critical of the CCP and to suppress their dissident activities. Now, when he was head of the FBI 2 years ago, Christopher Wray gave an example of one Fox Hunt target. He came to the FBI and told them he was given a choice by these undercover people to either return to China for trial or to commit suicide. That was the choice he was given. So this is happening as we speak in New York, perhaps other cities too. I just know about the one in New York, where they are placing these individuals who are undercover, who are spies, whose goal is to destroy the dissident activity by the Chinese in America, people like Dr. Yan, who are standing for truth and freedom and who are telling us about all these nefarious activities that the Chinese are not only planning, but actually carrying out. Tell us, I know that you are currently a target of Operation Fox Hunt. Tell us about that.
Yes, sir. So actually, when you talk about that, CCP would describe all these kind of anti-CCP's speech actions as crime. And when I left China, left Hong Kong, just immediately, among my friends, there are people already on behalf of the place published a statement on social media, ask people to report me, report everything they know about me, because the action I'm doing, leave Hong Kong to tell the truth of COVID in United States, is a crime. They already stated that. And after that, as a target, I have suffered a lot. I mean, even now, I'm still the target because CCP will never give up any target. They want to show their absolute power against all the dissidents. So their style, including using your family member, using your friends, control them, torture them, and cheat them, initially try to persuade you to come back voluntarily. But if you refuse the method, including send your family member to the other country to try to meet you and then persuade you back to China. And if you don't collaborate with them, they also have the backup plan, which is they will kidnap you or they will let you commit suicide. And in my case, I'm the only child in my family, and my parents, they are still in mainland China. They're over 65 years old now, and I have to cut off all the connection with my parents and all the friends, all the family members in China, because CCP has using this kind of tortures against them, try to use them to push me back to China from the beginning. And I refuse to be to be persuaded, and I have to cut off the connection. But they also use my husband. My husband is not even Chinese citizen. He's the scientist working in the University of Hong Kong, and he is a Sri Lanka citizen. But he's also used by CCP to go to America twice, and now he's still in America, working with CCP, try to find the opportunity to meet me, either persuade me to go back, or based on the intelligence I received, they want to create emotional killing, because between the couples, the emotional killing looks very natural, and so you cannot find the evidence to prove that CCP made me disappeared. So these are all the things they are doing to me. And also they keep using other like combined with associations, something you will heard like the China Youngs Association or China Business Association in America, or all this kind of association actually is their United Front network. That means they are CCP's branches, offices overseas to control the Chinese people and also to influence the non-Chinese people to accept the CCP's propaganda to help CCP. So this United Front network also helps the police system to persecute the dissident. And for me, for example, I'm under a lot of this persecution, which I cannot tell it in the media at this moment, but you will know it in the future. And also, I want to emphasize one thing. Police in China is different from American police. They are the military-based, the law enforcement team. Because CCP is a dictatorship regime, so the police in China and overseas, they only be loyal to CCP and Xi Jinping. They listen to CCP and Xi Jinping. So basically, they can do everything for Xi Jinping and CCP.